Hello, my hosts, and welcome to another Blender stream where we will be blendering. So let's get into that right now. Here's the current balls we have. If we render it, comes out that way. So what I want to do is I want to make this lightning more lightning-like. For one thing, I want to have it arcing and having little feeders off of it. So let's get into geometry nodes. All right. Let's group these together. Like that. I'm doing quite well. Call this node group. Subdivision. There it goes. All right. Now, this isn't working. Hold on. I'll work out how to seed these values better so that the different ones get different seeds. All right, so this makes it sort of crackle. So we'll group that together as well. Cool. Here we go. Okay. See you later then. What I want to do is have extra points coming off of these points. What can we do to do that? I think we need a simulation thingy. Actually, we don't need simulation, we need repeats. There, repeat. There, let's expand. I want to have it spawning points off of the corners. How am I going to do that? Actually, before we do that, oh, that's not what I want to do. Thanks for the hugs. Thank you very much. Okay, can we go mesh line? Okay. Gotta go random value boolean. And if it's true, we'll incorporate this new line. So get position. Search. Can we do that? Okay, that's originating it from the thing. That's not what we want. Actually, remove that. I'm actually amazed that that didn't. Why is that red? Why are you upset? Expects a single value. Oh. Hello, New Haven. Ah. Okay, that's going for the central vertices. Hold on. I need to do a... Yeah. I actually probably do need to take a little bit of a longer stretch, which I'll do right now. I'll be right back. And I'm back to my stretch. I hope that didn't take too long. Now, rather than that, let's try... curves to point. Okay, hold on. To points. What I'm trying to do is do 3 gold balls like on top of a Van de Graaff generator or something like that, and have lightning arcing between them. That's the idea, at least. At the vertices, yep. And then, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Instance on points. Have those join up. Ah, there. Please. Okay, that's sort of what we want. Let's reduce the length. Actually, random value. Join up. Combine. Yeah, combine X, Y, Z. I wonder why it doesn't let me do that. Well, we can randomly scale it. Why can't we see any of it then? Da, da. Yeah, that changes that size. So if we go like, oh, I've got like that. Bring down the max value. Then another random Boolean. that into selection. Okay, that kind of works. Ah, there's a long history of problems with the Melbourne Metro, though, actually getting it done. Random value again. Vector. Feed that into rotation. Yeah, that kind of works. Now, how does it look like? There's a lot of stuff floating by itself, which is kind of worrisome. Oh, because they use scale. Uh, there. Oops. Oh, we've still got stuff that's floating by itself, which is concerning. And the airport line, the Melbourne airport line had a ridiculous problem as well. Yeah. Now, let's go like that. Bring that back a bit. I want to get the. Can I disable? That? I guess so. Go like that. Yeah. Hello, X1C. Okay. Before we do that, search. There we go. Realize instances. Does that give us a forking effect? Kind of. I'm making three. The intent is to make 3 balls with lightning arcing between them. Okay. Now, for rotation, I've got to have this rotating from negative tau to positive tau. tau's twice of pi. That kind of works. Interesting they're not arcing off the ends. They're all seem to be clustered. Oh no, we get some arcs from the middle. Just fill the caps there. Perhaps a little bit thinner. Okay. Ugh, that doesn't look... I don't think that's going to be good. Maybe? Maybe if we reduce the frequency of the thing. Where it is? Okay, it makes it more frequent. It makes it less frequent. There we go. Now, let's try something. Curve. Oh, curve info. Okay. Direction random. Index of each curve. ID of each curve. Length of each curve. Distance from the root of each curve. Okay. So if I go, math. Oh, that says the length. That's not what I want. I want to work out how far a point on a curve is. Distance. Curve tip. Tip direction, tip selection. No. What have we got for curves? Curves. Read. Curve head position, curve length, curve tangent, endpoint selection handle, sample curve, right operations. Offset point. Nope. All right. curve length. Okay. Spline parameter, no. Maybe. Hold on. Oh, that didn't work. Okay, we'll leave it as is, I guess. What happens if we bump it up to 3? Becomes more hairy. Okay. Like it's sort of like to get progressively smaller. Hold on. I wonder. We can go set capture attribute. Like that. Then here, get named attribute. Iteration. I join those two together. Nope. No. What does it say? Affects a single value. Okay. Uh, store named attribute. Maybe that's how you do it. There. Okay, and call this A. Cover A. Oh, that does not work. Oh. Can we feed it into there? Yep, we've got that whole... We've got something going on. So if we go math, multiply, we can scale it. Yep. Getting older ones thicker than it is, but it's going the wrong way. So if we go negative, actually, hold on. Let's go another math node. That down here, subtract 3. No, that's not really doing it for me. Edge, face. I think this information's being lost. Oh, no, it's not. Two. Okay. Okay, it's slightly thicker. Actually, let's try map range. Okay, from minimum 0 to maximum 0. From minimum oh, those smaller, so we've got smaller ones. That's better. Like that. Now if we up you, hold on, to 3. Do that. The minimum size a lot smaller. Hold on. see how that looks. Wow, that's a lot of electricity. Perhaps a bit too much. Okay, let's bring it down an iteration. Maybe. Uh, get rid of that. And now if we adjust this, does it actually... Maybe. Okay. So, oh, random value. Vector. Gonna go 1, 1, 0.01. Max. Like that. Okay. Now, that kind of works. Wondering, go back to geometry nodes. We create around it a second thing. See if it can do modifiers, add modifier, remesh mirror, hair instance. Okay. Not quite what I'm thinking. Maybe in the compositive stage. Okay. No, it's not going to be what I want, is it? No. Okay. I want something that sort of conforms to it, but not quite that much. Geometry. Curve instances. Extrude, subdivide. Ah, color, texture, utilities. Okay. For each element, okay. Curvatitude, scatter on surface, hair, normals. Geometry. Huh, not quite. Blur attribute? Okay. Dual mesh. Okay. What am I looking for? Uh, what I want to do is put a like a. Okay, hold on. That's geometry operations. We have geometry operations. Ah, there. Convex hull. So, uh, set material there, and we're going to need to create a new material for it. Material, another one, new. This will call glow. Go to, no, set you to a glow. We go back into shading for glow like this. Gonna have to do some things about this. So I'll make it transparent. Uh, Hold on. Why can't we see the thing from within it? Oh, hold. Ah, search. Join geometry. Change the shapes of these things. So now if we go back to shading, good. Volume scatter. Okay. Let's bump it up a bit. There, and we change the color. It's sort of bluish. All right. Can we adjust the density from how deep it is? So point info curves in object. Okay. Okay. Try something. Blender shading volume depth. Okay. Entirely correct, but start. Okay, hold on. So geometry and object info. Okay. Oh, yeah, I should consider a stretch. Let me do a stretch. All right. There we go. Just did. Thank you, Woogie Boogie and New Haven. Search vector math. We're going to go distance between that and that. Feed it into there. math. Multiply. Like there. Eating a veggie mix with hummus. Ooh, that sounds awesome. How did that turn out? Let's actually render it. Going to take a bit of time because it's got a whole lot of things happening. Yeah. I mean, it's not realistic, but it does give the impression of crackling lightning. Uh, it's going to take a while to process though, so I might cancel that render. Uh, so what I'm going to do, I'm thinking, is we render this out with the then we go into an editing software and we add the appropriate labels. And we do that for one, because this is going to be a thumbnail. So we'll do one thumbnail that looks like this. I'll then commission an artist to do a more, actually commission two artists. One to do a more cartoony version, sort of anime style, and a second one more resembling the book that I'm basing this off of. I think that would work well. Actually, do I want to put the labels on inside of Blender? No, handling text inside of Blender is a pain in the ass. And okay. So let's put a little bit more red in the gold. Maybe. Does that look better or worse? Always concerned. Oh, it's the side of the guidelines. I was wondering what this black line here, I'm not sure if it comes up on screen, but it's not a part of it. Go back to shading. Thinking diffuse. Search. Bump. In there. And noise texture. Get a little bit of noise on it, so it's just not a perfect sphere. Let's see if that... Not sure if you even can perceive that. Okay, italics right up. Let's bring down the roughness a little bit more. There. Now, light. How about we change the positioning of the light slightly? I probably want it further away. Yep. Ah, there's the sort of the blotches from that thing. No, we don't want those. Let's go back to shading again. Are they? Or was I misunderstanding that? It's an effect of the lightning itself. Why are those bits darker? Eh. Oh, definitely. That's something to do with this thing. Okay, this is the actual lightning itself. Okay. Turn it up a bit more. Surprise that that's there. And go to the world. Can I adjust that? Yeah. Huh? That looks more dramatic, I think. Yeah, that looks very sparky. We're not getting the strange darkness either. Yeah. This fog. Let's make the fog a little bit weaker. So object, glow. Yep. Okay, that's 0. There we goes. Am I rendering quarks? The idea was 3 gold balls with lightning arcing between them to go with the title of a future video, which is Godot Turing Cantor, the unbroken electric arc. But I can see why you'd think it's quarks. Although, if it was quarks, it'd probably do red, green, blue rather than 4 golden ones. All right. I'm actually pretty happy with this. Oh, I actually do like the effect of the reflection off of the metal as well. Uh, Oop, that's previous render shading. Okay, so yeah, the bump is good. Okay, I think we can actually leave it like that, and we'll set it to render, and I will do some other work. So let's get back to my main room. Image there. Thank you, everybody, for joining me as I played, well, did some rendering in Blender. Tomorrow we will be launching a new series in RimWorld. So be there for that new series. Thank you everybody for watching, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.